The feature race is underway for Formula 2. Robert Schwartzman's got a good launch, and there's a stall of Pourchaire and a big crash in the middle of the racetrack. Théo Pourchaire did not get off the line. Plenty of cars involved there. It will be an immediate safety car. Théo Pourchaire unable to get off the line from third. We've got a crash involving Ticktum in the background as well, and Liam Lawson as well. But Fittipaldi, I believe, was the driver who hit Théo Pourchaire on the grid. The safety car will be out at the very least. No, it's a red flag. The red flag is out, and we managed to get a matter of meters.
Well, that is not very nice to see at all. Théo Pourchaire did not move off the start-finish line, and it's certainly not one you like to see with cars hitting other stationary cars. I'm just absolutely hoping that all those young drivers are fine from that incident, well, from both incidents Absolutely. In the early few corners of this lap, because that is a big impact.
We know as much as you do for the time being. We will let you know news as soon as we have it. Here we go, we're back at it. We've got the green flag out. You can see Piastri is weaving. They're all weaving to try and get some temperature. How brave are they feeling? Down into turn number one, long way back. Look at Ticktum thinking about one to the inside. Can he get it slowed down? Yes, he can. And up a position goes Ticktum to 10th place as Samaya was deep there. Boschong wafting one to the inside. Piastri, Schwartzman, Boschong, Joe and Drugovich, the top five unchanged. The action coming further back.
That's Logan Sargent up the inside.
It is up the inside of Roy Nissany. That'll do for a move in your first F2 weekend. Tidy stuff from Sargent. This time Guan Yu Zhou thinks about the inside, darts to the outside. Does he have any room? Knows the answer. This is where his weekend came undone in race one. In race three, he's all over the road and Boschong stays ahead. Yellow flag is out in sector one. I believe there's an issue for Marcus Armstrong. There is. He's dropping down the field. It's Piastri, Schwartzman and still Boschong the top three.
Let's have a look at it again. Joe commits down to the outside. Now he's trying to drive around the outside and take the apex. Boschong has none of it. Joe has to commit to the runoff. And at that point, the move is very much over. Here's Christian Lundgaard. That was a somewhat cleaner move up the inside of turn 27.
And we're looking at the white and black ART of Lundgaard trying to go on the attack as those super soft tyres begin to fade.
Lundgaard got the exit. He's surely going to be able to put a DRS move. They've both got DRS around the outside of Yuri Vips. Who's going to be bravest on the brakes as they get down to the final corner? This race is less than half the length that we were expecting. Lundgaard unable to make it this time around, and we've got an accident out on track.
Safety car is out on track. It's Ollie Caldwell and Guilherme Samaya who have come together to bring out the safety car, and that eats in. It immediately means that the drivers are pulling to the pit lane. You are allowed to make your mandatory stop under the safety car.
They've got to double stack. They've got to get these pit stops done. Only 8 minutes of this race going, and that's a very, very slow stop for Dan Ticktum, and we've got a red flag.
Red flag is out. Wow. Great to see both of the drivers are out of the car. And I don't really know what to say anymore about this day of Formula 2. It's finally happened after 7 years in the role. I'm running out of words. It's Ollie Caldwell having a spin and nothing Samaya could do. That is what everyone who has raced here has been worrying about.
I have no luck. God was put in front of me. Yeah.
And the race will not be resumed. Well, after all of that, I think the only thing I want to hear at the end of it is the news that Enzo Fittipaldi and Théo Pourchaire are all right. I believe you can declare a result at the end of that, and that is one of the strangest days of Formula 2 you will ever see. We will never know who would call the strategy correctly. We will never be able to see what happened at the end of it, and this is the moment that brought the third race of the weekend to a close.
I'm sorry guys, yeah, I just completely lost the race.
According to the timing page, Oscar Piastri was the winner with the fastest lap of the race. Schwartzman was second and Ralph Boschong was third. And there is Oscar Piastri remembering the team, leading home a 1-2 and having to wait all of 7 days before he can claim the title. Prema celebrate on a strange, strange day. Team champions again. The final result, Oscar Piastri in first, Robert Schwartzman in second, then it was Boschong, Joe, Dragovic, Vips, Lundgaard, Armstrong, Lawson and Ticktum, the point scorers today. We finish with good well wishes for Teo Pourchaire and Enzo Fittipaldi. Join us for the final race of the year next week when Formula 2 returns.